Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the North Texas Mean Green Dynasty on College Football 26, and welcome to the Year 6 SEC Championship. Our first year in the SEC, we have made it here, and this is not only a huge opportunity for us to win the SEC our first year in the conference, this is essentially a playoff game. Our loss to Alabama last week, and Florida, who was undefeated for a while, they were the number one team for a few weeks, has had a little bit of a losing stretch here. They lose week 1 to UCLA, but since then it was dub. They beat Texas, they beat Alabama, who beat us, they beat LSU, they beat Georgia, but then these last few weeks, a tough loss to Tennessee and number 2 Florida State. Us, on the other hand, we just lose our last game of the regular season, and it demotes us all the way to the number 13 team in the nation. Florida at number 11, led by Eli Sampson, a dual threat junior quarterback. Santiago Esponza is going to be a 97 overall running back for them, and their wide receiver room is great as well. This is a very good Florida team, but there's only room for one of us in the college football playoff. At number 11 and number 13, you have to imagine this is a win or go home. This is a tiebreaker for who's going to get in the college football playoff. Looking at the rest of the conference championships, Tulane and UAB for the American. You've got Miami and Florida State for the ACC. You've got Arizona State and Oklahoma State fighting for the Big 12 championship, our old conference. You've got Oregon and UCLA battling for the Big 10. Oregon is your current number 1 seed. Tulsa and UTEP going at it for Conference USA. You've got Central Michigan and Ball State in the MAC. San Diego State and Wyoming in the Mountain West. The Pac-12 is Maryland and Kansas. Us and Florida in the SEC, and Georgia Southern and Troy are going to take it on in the Sun Belt. This is a current look at your top 25. We have dropped off quite a bit. We were the number 2 team in the nation last week, and a huge drop off after losing to Alabama of all friggin' teams, but we do have an opportunity to save this season. Either we go with a tragic end of the season, losing back-to-back games and missing the college football playoff for the first time in this entire dynasty, or our playoffs essentially start today. Win or go home. We win, we are in, and there's a really good mix of teams in this college football playoff bracket. It looks interesting. It looks fun. Of course, I want to be a part of it. This does not need to be the first season we miss the college football playoff, so there is a lot riding on the line today. I do think a first-round bye is probably out the window, and this has been an interesting year. Our starting quarterback has thrown more interceptions than touchdowns. Isaiah Irwin, not a fantastic junior year, but we have won some games with him. You've got Randy Bertone with 1,300 yards on the year, 9 touchdowns. A fantastic season. And you also see our backup running backs getting involved as well. Bobby Frederick and Jonathan the Butcher, both with 3. Yeah, Jimmy Lang leading us in yards this season. Shakir Capps has gotten going the last few weeks. Daryl Branson. Bai Chu has had some good games as well. Lionel Lyles doesn't have a touchdown yet, but still has showed up in a lot of key spots. And our receiving game has been weaker than in other years going into the playoffs, but our defense has been fantastic. Ray Kohler in his senior season will lead us in tackles. Tackles for loss, Hugh Williams and Rico Wooten are going to lead the way. Jeff Atwell with 7.5 sacks. Rico Wooten 6.5. Hugh Williams with 6. Rashad Battles with 4. Mello Scruggs with 4. Dwayne Wicks with 2. I missed one right there. That was Randall, I believe, who had 3. So really good year for the defense in terms of rushing the quarterback. And not too many interceptions, total of 4, 5, 6, 7. But you also had 2 with Mike Strange and 2 with Nate Bynum. So overall, a decent year 6. We finished 9-3. We have an opportunity. This game is massive. Win or go home. Someone's going to be really upset today. Someone is going to lose the SEC championship and have their season ended. But North Texas has faced a lot of adversity this year. This is an intimidating, really good Florida squad, but we are on a neutral site. We are used to being the underdog in these matchups and winning games we're not supposed to. We have battled through so much this year. We deserve to win this game. We have gone to every other conference and dominated. We have dominated the SEC this year, 7-1. One loss to a 20-seeded Alabama team who didn't even make a playoff push this year. North Texas and Florida, the Mean Green against the Gators. SEC Championship number 1 is underway. Winner goes to the playoffs. We are receiving to start the day. I don't love that, but we want the ball. We will be aggressive. Lionel Lyles on the return has some blocks. He will go down at the 20, and let's see the game plan from head coach Stevie Balls. They're going to give us the cutscene here. Keys to the game, keep the script fresh. Don't be repetitive for Florida. Beat press coverage. Got to win off the line. Here we go. Isaiah Irwin, the junior, leads out the senior back. Randy Bertone, he's been our best offensive weapon all season. That'll continue here with a 12-yard run right out the gate to get things started here. We are playing at Nissan Stadium. Randy Bertone up the gut again. Beautiful blocks. Randy Bertone will go down after a gain of 7. He's got 19 on the day to start. It will bring up a 3rd and 3, though, from the shotgun. Over the middle, it's going to be Jimmy Lang, our wide receiver 1. He will bring that in on the drag. Short and simple. Keep the chains moving. From the shotgun, here is Irwin. Going to go right away to Shakir Capps, who has gotten warmed up these past few weeks. That's another chunk play. It'll bring up another 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 right here on the SEC logo. Going with a mesh spot over the middle. Vi Chu will hang on and keep the chains going. This is what you like to see. Conservative, slow, dink and dunk, moving the ball. No complaints right now. 2nd and 10. Our first down run would go nowhere. It's going to be on Irwin, who gets it to Branson. They read that perfectly. It's disrupted. It'll bring up a 3rd and 10 here. Motion man is Branson. From the shotgun, you got Isaiah Irwin again taking the snap. Looking over the middle. He'll go back to Marshall Bober. If the tight end 1 can't do it, the tight end 2 will try. And that is going to be challenged by head coach Stevie Ball. Spot of the ball. They were going to say 4th and inches. I thought he picked it up right there. And after further review, they are going to... cliffhanger, give us the first down, and we get to keep our timeout. Beautiful call right there from head coach Stevie Balls, keeping his wits about him in this SEC championship. Screen, not getting that out in time. It's going to be another 3rd down. The biggest question mark on this team, their biggest wild card, Isaiah Irwin. We want to make sure he's dialed for this championship game. Over the middle, that's a good ball. Shakir Capps breaks off a tackle, and that should answer your question right there. Great throw, great catch, way to hang on to the ball. We've got a goal-to-go situation here on our first drive. Florida is blitzing, and it's going to be gotten rid of anyway. Isaiah Irwin sticks it out. Vi Chu will have our first touchdown of the day. The sure hands of the 5'7" special catch receiver, and out comes Florida trying to respond. We've got Santiago Esponza, 97 overall to worry about. I'm curious to see how much they run versus how much they pass. What is the ratio looking like there? Single back formation. It's going to be Esponza to the outside right away, already making a man miss. And this could be a very interesting battle today between him and Randy Bertone, as well as these quarterbacks. 2nd and inches. Let's see if they go back to Esponza. It's going to be play action, and Florida's not ready for it. A loss of 6. You had Mello Scruggs there first, but 3 D linemen in the backfield to disrupt that play. 3rd and 6. Massive opportunity for the defense, but a good find right there. A missed tackle to the tight end. Taken down in mean green territory. Florida with a big chunk play right there. That'll take us to 2nd and 10 here. Early in this first quarter, 2 minutes left. It's going to be down the field, overthrown. That could have potentially been a touchdown if he was hit in stride. Instead, an overthrow for the Gators will bring up a 3rd and 10. Another opportunity for this defense to find a separator. From the shotgun, sending some pressure, another overthrow, and the mean green defense does its job. A little bit of assistance right there from the Florida QB. The ball must have slipped out of his hands. They will take a long field goal here, and that's pushed to the right. He did not find the accuracy. No good, and a rough start to this game for Florida. The mean green come back out on the field after holding them to 0 points. Jimmy Lang is going to turn a drag into much more, and they are up to the 50-yard line of Florida. A real opportunity to go up 2 possessions here. 2nd and 6 from the shotgun. Back to Bertone. He's got a block, a broken tackle. Bertone does just enough to pick up the first down, and we keep the chains moving. Why not lean on our senior back, who we have so much of this season? Another first down carry. Beautiful blocks. Randy Bertone is going to take us to the end of the first quarter here. A 7-point lead over Florida, who is really struggling on the back end of this season. Still alive, still well in it, still plenty of ball game left, but if we play our cards right, we should be sitting in a prime position to take over this game here to start the second quarter. From the shotgun again, you know that's where head coach Stevie Balls likes to operate. From the shotgun, Irwin taking his time, is going to get pressured again. Florida has been pressuring Irwin pretty decently. The first drive, it didn't matter, but it will bring up a 3rd and 12 right here. Irwin going to give his players an opportunity on some hot routes. He's going to scramble out. There is a flag. Irwin is going to hit a man. Green Bean, he comes back for it by Chu, picks up the first, and this one is coming back. Isaiah Irwin doing everything he can to keep that play alive, but it will be a hold on Hukin. That'll bring this one back. 3rd and 22, a massive opportunity right there to get another touchdown out the window, but it will be Branson dropping the drag. I probably could have hit R1 there, and that is going to put us into punting range, so a massive penalty right there really keeps us from getting any points. Here's going to be a blitz. They're going to go to Esponzia, who is going to be contained. Beautiful right there. Don't let the 97 overall get hot in the SEC Championship winner go home game. That's a pretty good strat. 3rd and 7 minutes in the second quarter. From the shotgun, it's going to be pressured and batted down. The defense will continue doing its job. The Florida quarterback has yet to get warmed up in this one. Here's 2nd and 7, 6 minutes to go in this first half. Irwin from the shotgun is going to check it down. That's going to be Shakir Caps again who will get it. 3rd and inches, which we would end up picking up. 2nd and 10, 5.5 to left to go. From the shotgun is Irwin. They're going to go back to Breton after wasting some clock here. Breton is going to get tackled after picking up a gain of 3. A 3rd and 7 in this somewhat defensive SEC championship right now. From the shotgun is Irwin. Hot routing some receivers. He's going to take a shot. Caps has got his man beat. Shakir Caps brings it down. The diving catch, and Caps with some aura farming is going to pick up a massive gain right there. That puts the Mean Green right back in striking distance out of the backfield. It's going to be Bobby Frederick picking up a few yards. Florida not allowing many yards after that chunk play. It'll be a 3rd and 5. Isaiah Irwin trying to convert another red zone opportunity from the shotgun. Gonna go to the back. It's gonna be dropped. And that is Randy Breton. A little bit of an orange wear and tear. We might have to sit him down for a little bit. Hopefully he'll feel better after halftime. And the field goal's no good. Josh Kopp absolutely smokes in the chip in, and Florida will get the ball back. 3:42. Their offense has not played great, but we only have 1 touchdown to show for our lead, and it's going to be Esponzia who's going to find a gap. He'll get a 1st down carry, and that's the last thing we want right there, is for him to get warmed up here. 1st and 10 for the Gators, an opportunity to close this gap before halftime. They're going to go back to Esponzia. Esponzia! Juke move is going to go down at the 35. 4 rushes, 53 yards, most of them picked up in those last 2 tries, and now he is warmed up and feeling himself. We're going to try and blow him up with some pressure here. A beautiful stiff arm. He will still manage to get 5 yards out of that, and Jeff Atwell, our sack leader on the year, is going to go down. That could be massive if he's not okay. Looking at the bottom of the screen, after Florida is going to go goal to go, it looks like Central Michigan wins the MAC. I also saw Arizona State losing to Oklahoma State for the Big 12 championship. They're going to go back to Esponzia. Beautiful coverage right there. It's going to be Nick Catanzaro there in the backfield. Jeff Atwell is done for the day. 2nd and goal with 2 minutes left to go. From the shotgun. We're going to go with a fake jet touch pass. Nope, it's a real one. Esponzia. No, it's going to be the tight end. An easy walk-in touchdown for Florida. Right there, Eli Sampson gets his 1st on the day. And it is all tied up 7-7. You know the aggressive nature of head coach Stevie Ball's. Bobby Frederick subs in. And as much as I love Randy Breton, maybe it's just the offensive line that's been cooking all year, because 3 of our running backs have really been productive this season. 1st and 10 for Irwin. Got an opportunity to go deep here. He'll check it down to Daryl Branson, who will get a really nice return, and that'll go into Florida territory here, bringing up a 2nd and 10 with 1.5 minutes left in this first half. Motion man is Frederick again. From the shotgun, he's going to go long. Irwin taking his time. He's got Frederick wide open. Green Bean, does he get it there to the back of the end zone? Isaiah Irwin, the heads-up play. Bobby Frederick. We never throw that route, but the aggressive nature of head coach Stevie Bones is going to pay off that time. A 7-point lead here for North Texas as Florida still has a minute 20 to try and get something, but that's a huge sack. That's a huge sack from Rashad Battles right there, and that is going to put them 7 yards behind, 2nd and 17. The Mean Green defense just trying to do their job, get this to halftime. That's another one! Sack number 3 on the day. Now North Texas is going to use a timeout. They've got a minute 04. Could they go up even more before halftime? This is going to be pretty decent field position. Lionel Lyles on the return. He's got some room. Lionel Lyles cutting it to the left. One man to beat. Juke move! Lionel Lyles, the sophomore elite development gadget player. He's going to fake an injury, inject himself with a little bit of boogie. Touchdown, Mean Green! His first touchdown all season comes in the SEC State Championship off a punt return, and Florida's going to Espenza now. Espenza's got an open field. What is going on? The last 2 minutes have been so chaotic, and Florida gets the ball up to the 20 running clock. They've got 1 timeout to go. Can Florida get more points before halftime? That's going to be open. He beats the man Randall. Touchdown Gators. It's Cale Terrell, and Florida is going to get a little bit of damage control at the end of the half there. 21-14 is your score, and Florida will receive with an opportunity to tie up the SEC championship to start the next half. So now that punt return from Lionel Lyles is even more crucial. What a chaotic and crazy first half. A lot of one-play, chunk play, scoring plays. That's hit as he's thrown. Oh, thank goodness it was, because an open Florida receiver. I need to catch my breath. 3rd and 8, though. Defense has an opportunity to get this back. We can go up a more comfortable 2 possessions, or Florida's going to keep the stress on in this win or go home environment. That's what they're going to do. They are in the Mean Green territory now. We would bring them to a 3rd and 7 here, sending a blitz. You know the aggressive nature. Shotgun snap here for Sampson. Takes it. We're getting no pressure. He's going to find a man to the outside. It's Esponza who will reach out the football and pick up the first. Moving the chains for the Gators. 1st and 10, 6:20 to go in this 3rd quarter. Controlling Randall in the zone coverage. Plenty of time. Again, Sampson on the comeback route will find his man out at the 20-yard line. It is Carl Terrell again. We would hold them to another crucial 3rd and 7. Can we force them to 3 here? Sampson from the shotgun is going to go to the back of the end zone. A jumping catch is made. Touchdown Gators, and just like that, we are all tied up again. A healthy mix of Mean Green and Florida fans in this crowd. Split about 50-50, just like the score is right now. 21's on the board, 1st and 10. 4:40 to go in this 3rd quarter. A deep shot again. It's Jimmy Lang. Gonna take it all the way, but there's a flag. Don't tell me another one on the Mean Green offensive line is gonna prevent another huge play from North Texas. That was a deep shot, a rare one at that, to Jimmy Lang, who was going to take it all the way. Instead, it'll be Daryl Branson getting us to a 2nd and 15 here, still deep in our own territory. That could be a massive flag for Florida. By himself, Isaiah Irwin trying to stay composed. He's going to take another deep shot. This time it goes to Vi Chu, who does not locate that one in time, and it'll bring up a massive 3rd and 15. Florida with a stop here would get all the momentum, and we're moving early on the offensive line. What is this? A false start, and that's out of my control. It's one thing if I throw a bad pass, but the penalties? Come on. 3rd and 20. Irwin gonna take a shot to Branson here. Tried to drop it in the breadbasket. It'll fall incomplete, and now Florida has got it. Tie game in our own territory. It's gonna take a big stand from this defense again, which we have relied on all season. Bradley Randall scrambles into the backfield like nobody's business, and that'll be a 6-yard loss right there on the sack. Definitely getting more pressure to their quarterback than they are to ours. This one will be checked out of the backfield. That is going to be number 84, spin move. Takes advantage, gets a huge gain of it back. It'll be a 3rd and 3 here. This is field goal range for Florida. Third and short. They go to Esponza. He's going to go down a yard short. 4th and 1, and Florida staying out there. They're not going for 3. They are playing aggressive here in this second half. From the shotgun, they're going to go back to Esponza, and we're ready for it. Turnover on downs in the SEC Championship. Nick Catanzaro's the first one there, and back onto the field is Irwin in the mean green. From the shotgun, trying to take advantage. That's Marshall Bober who picks up a short gain. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Florida's defense, another opportunity to get us off the field quickly. From the shotgun, in better position than we were in the last drive. Wide open by Chu. Always gets those conversions when we need them. That'll be a first down. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. We are getting to crunch time here in the SEC Championship. Winner go home edition. Bobby Frederick is going to be pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Last play of this third quarter. It's going to be play action for Irwin. He gets the snap off. Looking over the middle, it'll be Branson, the tight end, who hangs on. No, he dropped it. And that'll be 3rd and 5 here at the end of the third quarter. An eventful and exciting, a rather defensive SEC championship here between the Mean Green and the Florida Gators. The winner of this one goes on to the college football playoff. The loser likely won't. 3rd and 5. Play action for Irwin. Going to take a deep shot to Lang. Jimmy Lang hangs on. He will keep that one. He's going to Aura Farm, and no flag on the play. We're starting this one off with a bang, and Randy Bertone, we got to save him for the hopeful eventual playoffs. I trust Bobby Frederick and Johnny the Butcher. 2nd and 8 here. 8 minutes left in the ball game. Can Irwin punch this one in, or will we go up 3? From the shotgun, Irwin is going to find Branson. Daryl Branson will claim the lead here for the Mean Green. The North Texas school is up 28-21 in their first ever SEC championship. How does Florida respond? They're going to go back to Esponza. He's going to get down after a gain of 1. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 here. There is enough time left in this game. I don't think it's 4-down territory yet. We could really take advantage of a stop here. They're going with the screen. Well contained. Ray Culver got him short, and they're going to punt. We got an opportunity to go up big time here. From the shotgun, 1st and 10, Irwin. They're going to send some pressure. Irwin's got to get rid of it. He goes down. The first sack of the day for Florida. Irwin did not get rid of it, and it would bring us to a 3rd and 19 in which Irwin is going to be pressured again. That could have been a dangerous throw, but the Florida defense will do their job. The game is not over yet. 5 minutes left, and they're only down a touchdown. From the shotgun, Sampson. Going to go with another wide receiver screen. This time we are not able to contain it before they move the chains right there. And Deontay Ibrahim is going to be shaken up on that one. 2nd and 10 with 4.5 to go in this SEC championship. From the shotgun, Sampson. They're going to go play action. Sampson going to check it down. That's going to go out of bounds. It'll bring up a 3rd and manageable 3rd and 7 here for this defense. From the shotgun, Sampson taking a look around, wide open. He's got a man. That's enough to move the chains. 1st and 10. We are under the 4-minute mark now. Down a score. Florida. Every play is important. This is their season, just like it's ours. A shot to the end zone is batted away. Quincy Whiteheart on the coverage there did not get burnt. 2nd and 10. See if Florida takes another shot or if they're just trying to move the chains here. They go to Esponza, who cuts it to the outside. We're ready for it. That's a loss of 2 right there, and we are not getting completely destroyed by the 97 overall, which is nice. 3rd and 12. Massive play here. Another deep end zone shot. Mike Strange not able to get in front of that one. Are you kidding me? Florida is going to tie this one up. How did we not hold them there? 1st and 10 tie game. Irwin. It's going to be on his shoulders. That's going to be out to Jimmy Lang. First play of the game. The first play of the drive, rather, is going to move the chains. 2.5 left to go. 2nd and 10. If we get field goal range, we feel good. If we don't, Florida's going to have an opportunity to steal our season. That's another deep shot. Don't tell me. Shakir Caps has got it! Finding separation from the corner. Isaiah Irwin is going to put us in prime position here to win our first ever SEC championship. Timeout, Florida. And we are now in an interesting spot. Priority one, getting in the end zone, but we aren't going to be able to waste a ton more time. Branson is going to drop the touchdown, and on 4th and 1, we could take 3, or we could confirm that no matter what, we can waste more clock and punch this one in. I do not want to lose on a game-winning touchdown because we settled for 3. We will pick up the 4th and inches off the QB sneak. And now, up the gut, Bobby Frederick will punch this one in. And head coach Stevie Balls will waste a few more seconds of time before Florida gets the ball with a minute to go and 1 timeout. They need a touchdown. By himself, Sampson, 35-28 is your score. Winner goes on to the CFP. Loser goes home. That's going to be a first down right away to get the drive going. First down, 45 seconds. Florida still has a timeout. They used a spike. From the shotgun, we're going to send a blitz. If we can get a sack early on this drive, that would be ideal. Instead, a beautiful shot downfield. Florida is going to make this stressful. Into Mean Green territory, they use another spike. 36 seconds to go. Sampson trying to get the ball down the field. They're going to the same guy. They just beat Mike Strange. He's ready this time. Incomplete. Batted that one out of bounds. 3rd and 10 with 30 seconds to go. Florida trying to keep their season alive here from the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking for a man, dropping back even further. All the time in the world, another deep shot. Mike Strange is not going to get toasted again. 4th and 10, 21 seconds to go now. You have to pick up 10 yards here or this one is done. They're going to go play action. Sampson to the same guy one more time. It's no good. Incomplete. The Mean Green will hang on. 35-28 here in year 6. And they are first-year SEC champions. Head coach Stevie Balls adding on to his Hall of Fame resume, and I think this means we have ended Florida's season, and we should go marching to the CFP. A total of 8-1 on the year in SEC competition. A very, very impressive game from the Mean Green offense. Isaiah Irwin, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Beautiful. You'd love to see that right before the playoffs. Randy Bertone got shaken up. Hopefully he will be okay in time for playoffs. Regardless, we do trust the Butcher and Bobby Frederick. Shakir Caps with a massive game today. Jimmy Lang with a massive game today. Branson had a touchdown. Bobby Frederick had a touchdown. Vi Chu had a touchdown. And Lionel Lyles returned a kick. Love to see that. I think it was a punt, actually. Catanzaro led the day in tackles. We had Hugh Williams and Melo Scruggs involved heavily in the sack weight room. And there is our SEC championship trophy, our first year in the conference, making a statement. We have not been an overrated team this whole time. We are legit. And now we can check it out here in the trophy room. There it is, our SEC championship along with our 3, or is it 2? Our 2 Conference USA trophies and our 1 Big 12 championship trophy. Love to see it, and now we just got to wait and find out. Who do we play? Are we a playoff team? I'm pretty sure we are. We're SEC champions. Florida, more than likely cooked. Here we go. Getting through this little loading screen right here. Looks like we're going to miss out on some prospects. Their loss. That's okay. Just waiting to see our AP poll ranking. That'll probably reveal if we are in the bracket. We're number 11. Is that our seeding or is that our top 25? Either way, it's looking like we're going to be a road team in this first round. Tim Foster out of USC is going to win the Heisman. He is a quarterback with 4,362 yards and 43 touchdowns. It's rather impressive. No Randy Bertone, and obviously it wasn't going to be either of our quarterbacks, that's for sure. Let's move on now. Steven, who previously recorded this, let's hit the X button now. I ran out of clips to edit, so I couldn't take this portion out. You're just going to stare at Tim Foster for a while, but there's only a minute left in this video, so it can't be that bad. And it's Michigan. Wow! A 6 versus 11 Michigan Wolverine team taking on the North Texas Mean Green. That is a tough matchup. We're in the playoffs regardless, and we're going to give it our all. But that is tough. That is a crucial draw. Looking like we're getting some really touted head coaching offers. Let's take a look at the college football playoff bracket. Your 1 seed is going to be Oregon, Florida State, Penn State, Miami. Get your buys. If we win, we play Penn State, the team that took us out last year. This is storybook. But we got to get through Michigan first. Wow.